Huh?
Lovely. Okay, guys. So we are going to stand where the camera can see us. Hold on, I need to adjust that angle. My apologies. It's gone dark. Why is the doors go dark? Okay. No,
Even with my socks.
that's a bit better.
That's
Like a ghost. Like a ghost. Yeah, that's a little bit warmer. Okay, with fake warmness by putting a bit more yellow on the camera. Okay, lovely. So from here, I'm going to inhale and exhale. And I'm going to get straight into the warm up, the bounces warm up. So it's gripping the floor with the toes. Okay, gripping the floor with the toes, turning the feet out. Gripping the floor with the toes, turn the feet out, lifting the knees. Gripping the floor with the toes, turn the feet out, lift the knees, tuck the pelvis. Grip the floor with the toes, turn the feet out, lift the knees, tuck the pelvis, squeeze the butt. Grip the floor with the toes, turn the feet out, lift the knees, tuck the pelvis, squeeze the butt, lock the abs. Grip the floor with the toes, turn the feet out, lift the knees, tuck the pelvis, squeeze the butt, squeeze the abs, grip and rip. Okay, so. Okay, shake it out for a second. All right, and we'll repeat that again. Right, so grip the floor with the toes, turn the feet out, lift the knees, tuck the pelvis, squeeze the butt, squeeze the abs, grip and rip. Okay.
what you want.
Guys, if you do this, you can't talk properly. You get it? Go for it. Go. Either way, my voice goes off, right? My voice is going off. If I'm locking those muscles correctly, then the voice will switch off because you literally you can't work those muscles and speak at the same time. Okay, lovely. So from there, I'm going to loosen up. So I'm going to turn side to side, up and down, rolling forwards, rolling to the sides. Arm circles forwards and back. There's only two of you here, you're bumping into each other. Oh, very close.
I don't have to move from my warm spot on my toes.
Oh, you're putting the space on the floor. No. Okay, feeling in. And back the other way. Good stuff. The wrists. Back the other way. Interlocking the fingers. Rolling and rolling back. Okay, from here we're going to go into the spine. So I'm going to inhale, drive the hips forward, exhale, front, back, breathing up, out and down, breathing up, down, breathing up, out and down. Lovely. From there to the sides. And twist. Good stuff. Hands and hips, hip circles. Change direction. Together, knee circles. Change direction. Okay, with the left foot on the floor, the right foot comes up, toes down, toes back, foot back. Roll it one way and roll it the other way. And the same thing on the other foot. Toes down, toes back, foot back. Roll it one way and roll it the other way. Okay, today I just want to get a little bit more dynamic action on our balance work. So I'm going to slide feet shoulder apart, sliding the foot back. So from here, I just want you just to bring that leg up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. Now, what I want to do, what I'm interested in, is the landing. Okay, it's not. Okay, it's. I'm not kicking, I'm just throwing my leg up, right? It's not a kick. Same thing on the other side. Okay, so you don't want to hear the foot touch the ground, right? You don't want to hear it. Foot touches the ground real soft. Lovely. This time, I'm going to put my hand out here. I'm going to swing my leg and clap my hand, right? Back in here, right? So I'm here. Now, if that works, fine. And we're still, every single one of these movements, there's no, when you hit the ground, right? Whatever you do, the foot touches the ground soft, okay? Don't want to hear the foot touch the ground at all. And raise it up a little bit. Raise it up a little bit. raise it up a little bit. Okay, and then switching, same thing on the other side. Remember, it's not here, it's here, hand comes out, foot comes around and touches, up, foot around and touch, up, foot around and touch, up. Okay. Lovely. Switching back to the other leg, reverse that movement. So this time it's this way around, okay? This way around. So it's the exact opposite movement. You don't have to do this particularly high. We're interested in two things from you guys right now. One, balance and control. Two, hip action. So we're trying to loosen out the hips. So don't worry if it's not, you know, head level, that doesn't matter. Okay, what does matter is that you're loosening out the hips. Okay, from here, all I want to do is I'll decide which way to face. Spread my feet out a little bit. So I'm reaching up, middle, down, middle, right side, middle, left side, middle, and then I go throw out, heel out, up, middle, down, middle, left side, middle, right side, middle, toes out, heel out, up, middle, down, middle, right side, middle, left side, middle, toe out, heel out, up, middle, down, middle, left side, middle, right side, middle, toes out, heels out, up, middle, middle, right side, middle, left side, middle, toes out, heels out. Okay, starting to get near middle, down, middle, right side, middle, one side, middle. Starting to get near now where the tension's a little bit much for my knee, but we go a little bit further. Okay, that's about me now. Oh, what's that?
She's not the famous last.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just at the.
Yeah, I won't go any further there. Now, from here, right foot, left hand. Sorry, right hand to left foot. Left hand is up. Left hand to right foot, right hand is up. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. From here, I'm going to walk my hands forwards, okay? And then I'm going to walk my feet back a little bit. Little bit of distance here between my hands and my feet, but I'm not out here, okay? I'm just back around this way, angle outside. Okay, from here, I'm going to bring up my right hand, slide my left foot through, and then pop it back. And I'm going to bring up my left hand, slide my right foot through, bring it back. So I'm going 1, 2. Okay, take your time. No rush. Lovely. I'm here now. Widening out my stance a little bit. I'm going to walk my hands back towards my feet. Okay? Keeping in contact with the ground. Now bring your arch down. Bring your chin up. Your chest up. Okay? And from here, we're going to come back up to stand. So same thing now. I'm going to squat down. Okay? Not the same thing, I apologize. I'm going to squat down. Right in my head. Squatting down. Okay? Butt goes low, middle, high, middle. Low, middle, high, middle. Lowest is good, yeah, lowest. If you can get down there, great, right? And then middle, up, middle. So we're just trying to work the kind of maximum tension range, right? So like if as I start to come up, the tension comes off, no tension. Yeah. As you go down, maximum tension, and then you go down as low as you possibly can, the tension's gone again because it's just the way it's resting. Okay. So there, that's maximum tension. Okay. So working maximum tension range. I don't want you static. Yeah. We're not going to hold the position just without moving for a long time. There's reasons to do that, but it doesn't really make sense in terms of functional movements. You don't want to lock in position. You want to be able to move where the tension is most. Okay, so I'm going to squat down low. Now I'm going to go really low and then put my hands on the ground. Then I'm going to walk my hands forwards. Okay, right hand up, left foot through, and rewind. Left hand up, right foot through, and rewind. Okay, so we go through, back, through, and back. What's that?
Do you want me to do that first?
Yeah, so if you're, all right, so easiest is
I
there.
know what I'm
Yeah,
doing.
it gets harder and harder. The closer you get your hands to your feet there,
Yeah.
the more difficult this exercise becomes, the more flexibility is required. Okay, so I'm only suggesting around this
Just
distance.
practice.
Around the same distance as between your shoulder and hip is your distance between your hand and foot. That's the easiest way, right? Once you go further out, now the tension on the core is a lot more. So it becomes very difficult to do when you're out here. It's very difficult to get there, okay? Because the tension through the core is with your shoulders. So you bring your hands about the same distance from your feet as your shoulders are from your hips. And that's the easiest angle for you to get that. Okay? From here, we're going to sit down. Bring your legs around. I'll try and get this one. So, my head's going this way, okay? So my feet start to go to the side.
Yeah.
Now, once I get to here, I have to go side on. So I brought my feet to the left, which means I'm laying on my right hip. Now, what I want to do is roll onto my belly and onto my left hip and let the legs come through. Okay? So my head doesn't change. So the kids are really funny. They go all the way to here and they keep looking and then they go and he didn't see me, you know? That's not what we're doing. We're transferring the weight
Very smart.
through the hip. They genuinely think I don't see these things. Like we're doing the jump test. And they like run 4 steps after their jump. Look, I jumped 3 meters. You're 1.14 meters tall. You didn't jump 3 meters, fella. Okay, so I'm looking straight forward. My feet go to the side from standing jump like not at home. Okay? So all my weight then, once my feet go left, everything goes onto my right hip. Now to my belly, now to my left hip, and now swing through. I do get that this is a complicated movement, but it's going to give you really nice functional form. Okay. So from here, so try again. Punch your feet straight at me, right? So punch your feet straight at me and keep looking at me. Look at me. I need all your attention. Look at me. I'm so needy. Right. So I bring the feet all the way so that now. So initially your feet were closer to me than your head. Now your head is closer to me than your feet. Now go onto your belly. And now to the side. True. Okay.
Yeah, I guess it's
So.
I know.
Just go to the follow. Do exactly go like exactly with my voice. Okay. So from here, keep your feet pointing at me. Now start to move your feet to one side. Okay. Now when you get halfway, your feet and your head are the same distance from me. Keep looking at me. Now bring your feet back, and you see the way it goes onto the hip. Your butt is flat on the floor. You want your hip on the floor. So look, you're here. See the difference? So keep your feet pointing at me again now. All right. Point your feet to me. Now start to swing them back behind you. Okay. I'm actually going to turn. You guys can follow this as well. Right? So turn. You see the way the weight goes onto the hip. Yeah. The hip is close to me, not the far hip. That's it. Now have your legs back. Keep going. Keep going. Keep the weight on the hip, not on your butt. Weight is on the going completely on my side. Yeah. So now the back hip starts to come forward. Oh. So you see the hip, the top hip, the top hip comes to 1 second, because these 2 voices just confuse the shit out of them, right? So the top hip comes towards me. Yeah. Keep coming. Keep coming. No, that's going away from me. That top hip is going away from me. Once it comes towards me. The hip, not the leg.
the hip and see.
Yeah. So
It's going up.
yeah, exactly, right. So now keep that hip coming towards me as the legs go back. Yeah. Keep the hip coming towards me, and then you go into your belly. That's it.
Yeah.
Now the hip that came towards me.
This one.
Yeah, that one. You roll your weight onto that one.
Yeah.
So roll your weight onto the side one, completely onto the side.
Yeah.
Now bring your feet. Keep looking at me.
Yeah.
Keep your head going this way.
Yeah.
And now start to bring your feet towards the white foot. That's it. And then you sit on your butt. That's it. That's it. Okay. So the issue there, and look, if one person is struggling, he's not alone in this. Okay. Whoever's struggling with whatever, it's time up for Fit for Life. You're saved by the bell, Fit for Life. Fit to play, we're gonna keep going on this. If one person has an issue, it's very likely that someone else has the issue, okay? So I'd rather take the time to feed it. One thing I will say though is whatever we're doing, multiple voices just box people's heads up. No, I know, and I know you want to help. You know this, but one voice at a time. We are, yeah. So we do need to be careful to shut more or less. But you're not doing it out of badness. You're trying to help the other person. They get that. But it's like only move your foot. Only move your foot. No, move your hand. No, shut the fuck up. Only move your foot. We'll get one part right, and then we'll get the next. See what I mean? Yeah. So forgetting all of that and forgetting all about teaching. Let's try and get everybody with this movement from you, right? So you point your feet straight at me. Okay. Now my hands are on the floor. My hands are what's kind of controlling my direction. So now bring your feet one or two to the side. Okay. Now from here, the hip that's closest to me starts to take the weight. The other hip starts to come up. Hold on, don't move your feet now. Just bring the other. So keep your turn back to where you were. That's it. Okay. So now only quarter turn. Right? Quarter turn away. Okay, that's good. Now the hip that's closest to me starts to take the weight. Yeah. Okay, so the other hip comes off the ground to start to come towards me. Yeah. Now start to bring the hips, so the feet away and the hips facing completely side on. Yeah. So your top hip is further back. I want it further forward. This one? Yeah. Roll that forwards. Keep going, keep going, keep it. There. Oh, yeah. Now swing it back and go onto your belly flat. Yeah. That's it. Now, when you roll onto your belly, your right hip went on the ground. Yeah. So now continue to roll through, so the left hip comes off the ground. Yeah. Now the feet spin around to me. Now we have it. Yeah? Yeah. So the action then, I'll go kind of slow, and again, this isn't a waste for you guys either, okay? From here, I start to swing around, and I roll through to the opposite hip, and just let it pass. From here, I roll, yeah, but I want it to be, I want this. Okay, that's what we're after. Yeah, if you can do that, the core has to really twist, turn, and really tighten to pull out of it. So you're doing functional strength through the core. Yeah, the entire core is learning to do it. The difference that's going to make in your lower back and in those kind of movements is enormous. Okay, so we're going to go one more each time, each direction with this, and then we're going to do a little bit more movement on the floor. Okay, so my feet are pointing towards the camera this time. I'll give you guys attention. Okay, feet start to go off quarter turn, still looking forward, but the weight starts to go onto the front hip. Now, halfway, the weight is completely on this hip. There's no weight on the back hip at all. When my feet go behind me, my belly goes on the floor, and then they continue the direction they were moving, which means my other hip goes on the floor. And this hip is now completely off the floor. So the only time both hips are on the ground is here and here. Yeah. The rest of the time, it's all on one hip. So when my feet are out to my right, my left hip is doing all of the work, or it's keeping all the weight. When my feet are to the left, my right hip is doing it. Yeah?
So when you go to the right to the left, when you go to the left to right.
Yeah. Yeah, that's which hip is on the ground. But so people then get confused by left and right. Okay, we all work in different ways. We all think differently. We all learn differently. There's kinesthetic learning and all that kind of thing, right? So you can learn visually. Some people. I like to feel things. That's me. That's why when I'm teaching you guys, I put my hands on people a lot because I like to feel. That's how I learn better. All right. When I'm teaching kids, I grab them and I walk them through the movements. I just put my hands on them and move them through it, and then I find that they pick that up quicker. If you stand there, no left foot, they know this is fun. And the other thing is when they're under pressure, go have it. Oh no, hold on, he said left foot, and they're being punched in the face. You know, it doesn't really work, right? So here, swing your feet and get your weight onto this hip. Okay, then bring them back. Now from here, we want to pass flat to the belly, but we're only a flash on the belly, and then we're passing to the other hip. So you're just flashing on the belly and then straight through to the other hip. And then swing them around. Okay? we'll get there. We'll get there. So when I'm talking through these things, what I want you to do is try and follow the voice best you can, because I really I'm trying to match. If you lose the voice, and the movement can sometimes go a bit sideways, okay? All right, so we're going to move on the floor now. What we're going to do, we're going to take 3 steps that way and 3 steps this way. But we have to walk with our butt and our shoulders, okay? So a few paces forwards and then backwards, your butt and your shoulders, okay? So what you're going to do is, you're going to put all your weight on your butt cheek and angle the other butt cheek. Then you put all your weight on the shoulder and angle through, then all the way on the butt. Okay, and you pass your weight from your left shoulder to your left butt cheek. Okay, and then the other way around. So you start to kind of wiggle forward and wiggle back. Okay, from here then, shoulders and feet flat on the floor, pump the hips up. All right, as the hips pump up, I'm going to bring my right hand as far to my left as I can, so all my weight goes on my right shoulder. Okay, and then I'm going to wind it back down, so I'm flat down again, feet are flat on the floor. Now I'm going to lift my hips, and I'm going to lift my left shoulder as far over to the right as I can, and then down. Okay,
Overhead.
so lift your hips up first up.
Overhead, yeah.
Yeah, overhead, yeah, over to the corner. So lift your hips up nice and high.
Yeah.
And then bring the hand up. So all your weight goes onto your opposite shoulder. So my right hand is reaching, my weight is on my left shoulder. And I come back, my left arm reaches, my weight is on my right shoulder. Okay, so I'm going to walk forward with my butt and my shoulders. Then I'm going to walk back with my butt and my shoulders. My feet are pushing a little bit here as well. Then I'm going to go hips up, hand to the right, flat down, hips up, hand to the left, flat down. Walking forwards. Okay, walking back. Don't use your arms. Okay. Then I'm gonna go bridge, hips up, hand to the right, or right hand to the left, and then bridge, hips up, left hand to the right. Walking forwards. Walking back. Here's your reach. Bridge and reach. Walking forwards. Walking back. Bridge and reach. Bridge and reach. Okay. Lovely. Right. Now we go into somewhere it's functional movement for getting on and off the floor. So I'm going to have my right foot flat on the floor and my left hand flat on the floor. And just pump the hip up and down. Now adjust that position. You only need to just try. If you can't lift, that's okay. Just try and get the weight into the hand and the foot. You might need to adjust this hand position. So you might be like, you know what, that's kind of uncomfortable. Move it out. Is that more comfortable or less comfortable? Move it in. Is that more comfortable or less comfortable? Where is it comfortable to you? Okay? Where is comfortable? To me, that's most comfortable. I can hang out there for a while. Okay? I wouldn't have a problem there, right? So that's where I want to be. But due to your bone density, blah, 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 you might find a different position more comfortable, and that's fine. Okay? The position that you find comfortable might change over time. That's fine. But from here, just hip up, okay? From here, and hip up, right? Now, hip up, one comes back and you sit down. Then hip up, one comes forward and sit down. So you're going up and back, up and forward, up and back, up and forward, up and back, up and forward. You might be able to get your weight fully off the ground, and again, that's fine. Okay, you want to just try, and it's like all of these things. You lift as much weight as you possibly can. Practice that. Take a rest. Lift as much weight as you can, and the next day you try it, you'll be able to lift a little bit more, a little bit higher percentage. If we got 1% better every single day, at the end of the year, we'd be 38 times as good as we were at the start of the year. Okay. Unfortunately, biology doesn't work exactly like that, but same idea. Okay, the idea is valid. So from here now, switching to the other foot. So I did the last one, left hand, right foot. This one is right hand, left foot. So I'm going to lift my hip up, find a comfortable position, adjust your hand position, find where it's comfortable. Okay. Then I'm going to lift up, come back, lift up, come forward, lift up, come back, lift up, come forward, lift up, come back, and up and forwards. Okay? Lovely. This time, I'm going to lift up. I'm going to try and get my knee or my foot back here. So you can get your knee back there, or you can get your foot back there. Okay? And then I'm going to come and sit down. Then I'm going to come up. And then I'm going to go down. Then I'm going to come up. Then I'm going to go down. Then I'm going to switch sides. And I'm going to do the same thing. So I'm lifting up. And down. And up. Okay, so we want to get this kind of halfway position between laying on the floor and standing up. Lift the hip, 2 points of contact with the ground, draw this through, let yourself there, and then lift and slide through. Each time you're moving, you've taken the weight out of the middle. All right, you put the weight onto the hand and the foot. Take the weight out of the middle. Because if you sag in the middle, it's a bitch to move. All right, but if you take the weight out of the middle, movement becomes quite easy. Okay? That's it. That's it. And then rewind that movement. Keep your hand down, now rewind the movement. Now just get that. So you go arse down, and down, yeah, down. Okay, all good. Yeah, that will do it for today. You all right? Sorry, I'm looking you in the eye. Now I'm looking in you. Have a lovely weekend. See you later.